It's time for a spirit drawing. Are you ready? Okay, Spirit. Help me see what I'm supposed to see. Help me hear what I'm supposed to hear. And help me say what I'm supposed to say. And as I draw, I'm not really aware of what I'm drawing. I'm just letting the pen move along the page. This is the last night of May. Actually, it's the last night of April 2026. And I felt called to share my process with you. So this is how I release my ego and allow spirit to flow through me. Not really aware of what I'm drawing. So what message would you like me to share with everyone, Spirit? For those of you who are new to me, I have a collective of spirits that I work with. A lot of doctors for my medical mediumship. And then my brother Charles is one of my guides. If you've wondered about who your spirit guide is, mine is named Sanja. And I was walking on a street in Ohio. And all of a sudden, she just popped in and said, "Hi, I'm your spirit guide. My name's Sanja." I'm sure I was asking questions. And that's why she did that. You can also create a room in your mind and visualize this really beautiful, safe space where no one will intrude. When I did this, I created a circular area on the redwood forest floor. And I had these big redwood trees that were down, and called in my spirit guide and said, "Please enter and tell me your name." And this is when my brother Charles showed up, and he died when he was 33, I think. That's the age he was at. Extremely psychic, like myself. We would arrange to meet up using telepathy. Didn't speak, didn't have cell phones back then, and we would just arrange a meeting. Sometimes I get quiet when I'm doing this because I'm receiving information. And I'm getting that some sadness. And you need to know that everything's happening as it should. So Charles showed up, and he was he's been gone so long now. He's been gone 33 years. Just had his birthday in March. So when he showed up to the room that I created. This atmosphere was beautiful. Redwood forest floor, downed redwood forest trees that formed a barrier around my beautiful space with the light from the sun, the morning sun just glistening through the trees and warming the area. And he showed up in a white cloak. He's elevated now. He's reached a higher level in spirit. There are different levels. And there's also the council, which is a group of spirits that spirits can go before like a court, and they approve spirits for doing good works and miracles. My brother Charles always wanted to fly. When we were younger, we would talk, and he said, "When I die, I'm going to fly." And he used to have dreams where he was flying all the time. These lucid dreams. What is a lucid dream? A lucid dream is 3 levels of consciousness. You are asleep, and then you become aware that you're asleep while you stay asleep. And then you observe. So who's doing the observing? If you're asleep, the subconscious mind starts to record and entertain. So I'm getting I'm receiving. You can call this getting a download. So this reading is to help you understand some of the unknowns, and I've been recently told to not call it life after death, but to instead call it life after time. And before we come in, it's life before time. Life before time implies what? It implies that there is no time. Time is only something that we use here. There's also no space, so after a spirit departs their body, they can actually be in more than one place at a time. It's really beautiful. So these, when my mom passed away, she was with all of us, not just one of us. And now she comes to me as golden, sparkly light. She passed in 2011. And when she passed away, she was with my dad, she was with my sister, and then she was also with me. And the space heater in my room has a thermostat on it. It was set for 68, and all of a sudden it dropped down to about 52 in just a few minutes. Not even minutes, maybe less than a minute. And then my sister called to tell me my mom passed away. And I was relieved because it was time. Death for a medium is not a closing. it's an opening for more conversation and more time together. Hard to imagine, I know, for some of you. So we are talking about the different things about death and dying, I guess. Having had a near-death experience, I'll tell you about it. My son was 2 years old and just full of muscle. He was in a diaper. I was sitting on my mother's bed and she was sitting on the bed, and we were just enjoying my son and being together. And then all of a sudden, my son threw his body with all of his muscles, the inertia, and just jumped up, bent his head back, and hit me in the nose with his head. And then I was woken up from a woman that sounded just like my mom, that told me that it was time to go back, that my son can't know he killed his mother. And then I realized I realized I existed. So I kind of lost myself, and as soon as she said that, I was like, oh my gosh, I have a son, and started to realize it. And then I went back into my body to cerebral fluid coming out of my ears, and I knew that was something to be concerned about. So I went to the hospital, and sure enough, they corroborated that it was cerebral fluid. But my mom says she never said anything, so it wasn't her voice I heard. Must have been an ancestor. Well, this page is filling up. So in the aftertime, there was perfect white light, the perfect brightness. Felt soft, felt vast. It was bright, but it didn't blind me. Very soft white light. And perfect temperature. Perfect feeling. So perfect atmosphere. I felt good, emotionally good. And then it was just like, all of a sudden I was back in my body. And my mom said she didn't talk to me at all. She said, I just thought you passed out, which was something I did a lot back then. So as I do these mediumship readings, I have spirits, and they visit me, and they give me little mini movies. And that's MINI. Short little visions that look like movies to help guide me in either lucid dreams while I'm asleep, or I'll just really need to lay down, or I won't feel good, so I just lay down, and there she is. And I completely lost consciousness right just then. I have no idea what I just said. And that is something that happens as I draw like this. Spirits can channel through me. This may sound scary, but remember, I pray before I begin the prayer of protection. So it's not after time, or it's not after death, it's after time, before time and after time. I'm also supposed to help people become more aware that they are spirits and bodies and not the other way around. And there are animals in the afterlife as well. All your pets gather together. I frequently see spirits of animals come through and know that my cat, or my daughter's cat, Max, just visited me last week. I kept feeling like I was going to step on an animal. But there was no animal here because I don't have one right now. I was sitting down on my couch and all of a sudden I heard the cat go, meow, meow. It's a specific meow that he had. And there are no cats as neighbors here. So the night before I was to say goodbye to my dog, Chase, Maxie came early that morning and was pawing Chase, doing the kitty, claw thing that they do. And I could hear him purring, and Chase and I were looking at one another. Usually I can just kind of see Maxie when he comes in, but sometimes he's just audible and you'll hear him purring. There have been times when I've woken up with my hair in a big knot. It used to happen all the time when he was on this planet or within our family unit. So I am starting to lose consciousness. Which tells me it's time to end this. And you can see how the drawing varies as I move along. And I'm going to offer these sketches up for and I'm going to be offering these drawings up for giveaways during my live sessions. So be sure to like and subscribe or follow, depending on the platform you're seeing this on. And I am Claire, psychic medium, here to answer your questions about spirit. Know that you're never alone, that the voice in your head when you talk to those you love is them responding. Trust it. Hear some tapping on the walls. Trust that. feel a little tingling on your neck. Trust that. If you lose an animal, if it's a cat especially, you may actually feel the cat cuddling up around your legs if you let your cat sleep with you in life. And even if you didn't. So you can imagine I go through a lot of ink, a lot of pens, and I hope to see you in the next spirit drawing video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Love and light.